I'm Josiah. I'm the big brother, kind of the front man of FanStrike, fearless leader, and the strongest and best looking one of the group. Now, unlike the other guys, I don't have a lot of time on my hands, so I try to be really efficient, and I'm always getting stuff done. I can't sit still like they do and devote themselves to hours of little projects and stuff. I'm always doing things on the go. I'm on the way. I'm on the move, and I'm always getting stuff done on the way to go get something else done. This one goes there. That one goes there.
I'm Isaiah. I feel like I'm the most mature member of the group, but I feel like I get bullied amongst the members. They send me to go get the pizza, I have to set up the lights, they tell me to turn on the camera, and I've kind of had enough of it.
I'm Elijah. And although I'm the youngest member of FanStrike, I definitely take the most responsibilities. And even may it be that I am the most sane and well-adjusted person here, doesn't mean I can't have a little fun.
I may be a little paranoid, but the guys are always plotting against me, and I fear what they might do to me.
Oh, wait. Oh, won't he be surprised?
Come on, guys. I got Papa John's.
Are you the real Papa John?
What?
Wake up! Oh, are you ready? Oh, no, shush. It's time to go to work. Let's see, what to wear. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Oh, someone's here to see me.
Well, I'm Levi. I'm the only one who's not a brother in the group, but I hold my special place. I've got skills, survivalist. I know things, mechanically inclined. That's why they call me the Tool. Behind my back, of course, they too insecure to compliment another man, so they also call me paranoid. To my face, I'm not paranoid, just prepared. If they only knew the things I know, well, then they would know. But then the government would know. Then we would all know.
Being the, so to speak, leader of the group, I do like to give them projects since they have the time and, set them on track, and then I go take care of my other business and stuff, but I always make sure to come back and check on them in due time.
Here's Johnny. Won't you want to see the movie? Why don't you want to see the movie? You should want to see the movie. This is what we do.
Are you still scared of clowns?
My interests are always in, like self-advancement. I'm always working to become better, to become...
It's party time. P-A-R-T. Why? 'Cause I gotta.
Hands off, boys. It's my turn.
Come on.
Excuse me, I want to drive.
All right. Don't worry. I'm the best there is at what I do. But what I do best isn't very nice. Now, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna shave you really close. The tape. Come on.
Everyone's losing their minds.
It's showtime.
You're all leading me down a black hole of rage and confusion. You're putting bad and awful memories into my mind.
What? Strike!
Yeah. All right. Hi, welcome to FanStrike. I'm Josiah.
I'm Isaiah.
I'm Elijah.
I'm Levi.
And and today we're covering Aquaman. Now, we're going to start things off with the strikes. First up, we have Django's shutters.
In the beginning scene, when all the rain is coming down, Django goes outside and ties the shutters to the windows open, when those are meant to close and protect the windows from whatever debris and hail and trash is going to be coming through the windows. But no, he ties them open, like, let's let that stuff in. Strike 2, pressure!
So the pressurizing of the submarinic vehicle with the pressure going upward in the altitude.
So, what he meant to say was, when Aquaman grabbed the submarine and started pushing it towards the surface, extremely fast, mind you, a submarine has to stop every so often and rebalance pressure, otherwise it will blow up.
As will the people inside.
As will the people inside, because the pressure in the submarine will, be greater than the pressure outside as it goes up to the surface. Basic submarine science.
Sciencey.
An Aquaman should know that.
For strike 3, the hatch.
Yeah, so the hatch is bigger than the hole that's, you open up like a manhole cover. So when Aquaman tries to punch it in, it wouldn't have worked because he would have to fold it like a taco, which he didn't.
And then also, once he's using it as a weapon, kind of like Captain America's shield, throwing it around and stuff, it's hitting guys, knocking them out of the way, and like sticking in the walls. But the guys that are getting hit by it are just merely kind of getting knocked down. Whereas obviously, if it's going through big steel walls and stuff, it would kill them. It would like go through them, or it would take them and push them up against the wall. It'd pin them. It'd be gross. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Next.
Strike 4, abandoned ship?
Yeah, when Aquaman goes and rescues the submarine crew from the storage room, they all head to the surface and get in the lifeboats, even though the ship has not been compromised yet. It's not taken on water, nothing's wrong with it. It's just full of dead pirates. And they'd go to military prison for leaving it behind. I don't think, would they leave a perfectly good ship in the middle of the ocean because it's full of dead pirates?
No, I would never do that.
For strike 5, we have the political agenda. Again.
They're relentless to keep throwing at us that we're putting trash in the ocean, we're polluting the earth, there's global warming everywhere, they're melting the ice caps, and there's fish dying.
It's getting really old and it leaves a bad taste in the mouth that you can't get out.
There might be a little bit of garbage in the ocean.
Strike 6, Fish Boy Bar.
Right, so as soon as Aquaman and Django were done with their drinks, a bunch of drunks came up and asked, "Hey, are you the fish boy?" They stated by the end of the movie that they don't know who the Aquaman is. How did they recognize him?
Well, because that's the same town he grew up in. It's probably the kids from the aquarium. It's the kids that, were bullying him around before.
Why would they even ask him if he's the fish boy then?
Because he doesn't look the same after 25 years. He's got the beard and everything.
Therefore, they don't recognize him. Why would they?
You're saying that why wouldn't they remember him? What you're saying? Why would they even bother asking? Is what you're saying? I'm like, they don't recognize him entirely without the beard. They don't know for sure that it's the same guy. So they ask, "Are you the fish boy?" He didn't have a beard 25 years ago.
What are the odds they were drunk?
Strike 7, Octopussy!
For reals, we have an octopus playing drums in the arena. Aquaman is the only one that can teach fish or talk to fish. How is the Atlanteans teach an octopus to play music? It's stupid. Give me a high five.
Where is the rest of the Under the Sea Orchestra? Strike 8, Tech Swap.
So as soon as Black Pirate Jr. gets the prototype Atlantean armor, he just does a complete conversion. He has time to paint it. He's gonna put the rocket boots on the back, and there's no way he has time for any of this. Just a 100% conversion of everything.
Well, plus, of course, why would he bother switching it around at all? The other suit that they gave him was already more advanced than anything else that they had, more advanced than anything else that he'd ever had from Earth. And I just feel like it was completely unnecessary and wasted a lot of time because time is of the essence. They're hunting down Aquaman, and he's like, "Oh, man, just give me a day or two, and I'm gonna fix this thing up." And they don't depict that a couple days went by. He probably did it in like an hour. It's ridiculous, impossible. For strike 9, we have Black Boba.
Most importantly, he cannot see.
He shouldn't be able to see unless he actually added a heads-up display, which he needed more time for. It was ridiculous.
No. Plus, Black Boba should be dead after Aquaman chucked those cinder blocks at him with the rope on him, hooked around his neck, dragged him down the cliffside, and we see him splash in the water. And then in the end scene, he's on top of like a wood pallet just floating along, and that's like impossible unless that pallet was conveniently laying just under the surface.
Black Boba's face was barely scarred. They showed this little bandage across his face after this whole helmet blew up right in front of him. Half his head should have been gone, not to mention just a few scars. He should have been all burnt across his face, or at least the center. Why was just the side of his face burnt?
Strike 10. Lack of explanation.
Right. So, how in the world did the Atlanteans and the pirates first come in contact anyway? I mean, like, they've got this relationship, obviously, this business arrangement, but there's no contact with Atlanteans in the sea to people on the Earth, like in terms of like radio or anything. They just never explained how Black Manta got in contact with him, or maybe even his grandfather for that matter, like wherever that, blade came from that can pierce Atlantean skin. It just never gets explained. It leaves us in the dark.
And then, quite a few often times, there's wardrobe changes out of nowhere from cutscene to cutscene. For instance, shut up. For instance,
No, you shut up. What were you gonna say?
For instance, the redheaded princess has a crown.
Ariel
finds
finds a crown. Anyway, apparently somewhere along the way, I don't know, maybe she didn't find one, but it just appeared on her head, and there was no space in between where she would have gotten a crown.
Maybe she's keeping it in her clothing somewhere.
Her clothing was pretty fitted.
That and Hot Aqua Mama in the dinosaur area does not have a dress, and then after Aquaman beats...
She's not naked. She's...
She didn't have a dress. She was wearing something else. Let's clarify her.
To repeat, down in the dinosaur pit, she did not have a dress.
Yeah, but she was...
Stop making it sound like she's naked. Not naked.
Then later
Not naked! Mama was wearing...
Okay.
Guys.
When she comes back to the surface and reveals herself to everybody, she...
What is wrong with you? And also, Aquaman just happens to know about this terrorist attack on the submarine or whatever, the pirates, hijacking it, is there at the time that it's happening, stops it. No explanation why he's there, why he knows about it, and why he's preventing it.
Now that we're done with the strikes, we move on to the likes.
For the first we loved the score for the movie, except for some of the soundtrack. They used a blasphemous version of Africa by Toto. It started off with some little keyboards, but a rapper, this black rapper, and then it's ended with this chick singing.
Okay. And the other thing that we really like is that the fact that they say "All hail" like King Arthur. You can't help but think of like King Arthur, like Sword in the Stone, old England King Arthur, when he pulls the 2,000-year-old scepter, trident out of the throne and is hailed, "Hail King Arthur!"
Speaking of thrones, we appreciate that the Atlantean's last resort was dipping his head into the toilet bowl.
Hey,
Lush.
I can relate. There have been times where I felt like I was on the verge of death. After a long road trip and stuff, you finally find a gas station or something, and that toilet bowl is salvation itself. Sitting there waiting, praying to God, and he answered. And I saw a big bright light. It's because the door opened and the bathroom light was on.
And we also like the culture shock in this movie. So when, the chick is on land, she's eating roses out of a bouquet and knows nothing about the customs or how anything works. And also there was a picture of an Atlantean map, and it had details of all the seas and stuff like that, but then all the land has just a blank. So that was kind of cool too.
Yeah, it wasn't on their radar.
No.
We also like the way they depict the flashbacks. It wasn't confusing like it can be in so many different movies when they keep on swapping back and forth between timelines. It was really creatively done, like he's throwing the scepter and then when he catches it, he's back in the past and everything. We thought that was great. It was a good detailed description of the backstory without having to start the movie many years ago. It was very well understood, very well done, tastefully. On a side note, it's not really a strike or a like, but just worth mentioning. Aquaman's brother, I don't remember his name, so for now we'll just go by
Lynch.
Lynch. Right, 18.
Lynch.
So when Lynch, we did not feel like he was a good cast for the villain part. He didn't have the voice and stuff, the war cry. He sounded like a kid at the dentist getting his teeth pulled.
God, that's annoying.
It just wasn't a fit match to be Aquaman's brother, not even his half-brother. We want to thank you for joining us at FanStrike. I think overall we all supremely liked this movie. I felt that it was even better than Justice League, and I liked it more than Man of Steel, and he didn't like it as much as Man of Steel, but I think that's a load of crap. Wonder Woman was comparable, but I really think this might be DC's best one yet.
I agree. Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was a
I think
good
it's
movie.
DC's best one in quite some time. It gave me hope for DC.
But as usual, be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and subscribe to us on YouTube.
We will see you guys next time for our next review. Until then, Happy New Year.
Am I gonna get to try and get anybody to share this video? Wait a few seconds because
I like this.
in a lot of videos I noticed that as soon as
I don't know that I like that you like it, but here's the thing. Good people, they try. I mean, you know, they can't help it. They do all the time, and bad things still happen to them. People ask me, why does that happen? Well, if it didn't, good things wouldn't be good, would they? Think about that for a while, will you?
Hi, welcome to FanStrike. Today we are here to commemorate and celebrate the life of the late legend Stan Lee. For me personally, Stan Lee was an inspiration without me even realizing it, because at the age of like maybe 4 or 5 years old, I saw the Lou Ferrigno Incredible Hulk TV series, and I had never read a comic book or seen a cartoon or anything like that with any superheroes before, so that was my original superhero inspiration, and I wanted to be very much like the Hulk. I saw a man who is capable of doing things that, larger, bigger than any other man could do, and that's what I wanted to be like, and I actually did kind of live on to become that. I ended up breaking American and world powerlifting records in my teenage years. It still affects my life to this day, and I have much thanks to Stan Lee for that.
Stan Lee is the majority of the reason why we continue going to movies. Seeing his characters put to life on the big screen has made a big influence on FanStrike.
It gives us lots of material to work with.
Yeah. The reason we do what we do is because of you, Stanley.
He's a taxidermist.
Stan Lee's incredible and fantastic creativity wrote the imagination to our childhoods with his Tales to Astonish.
Stan the Man Lee inspired millions of boys and girls
And men.
to believe that there is a hero in all of us.
Heroes will be remembered, but legends never die.
Thank you for everything that you've done for us, Stan Lee. We won't forget. We will always remember what you did for us.
Rest in peaceful victory.
In the game of life, you won.
You know, I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said.
That should do it.
Somebody picked up this
No, we
production.
don't even know if it is going to get picked up.
This hasn't been picked up yet.
Look, furthermore, that's
I'm
not
Rob
what-
Royce.
I understand
This
that.
whole thing is because of me.
No, I believe
These
me,
guys
I
wouldn't be doing
hear
any
you
of this
loud and
stuff if it
clear.
wasn't for me.
I've got my
Where
opinions
was I?
about those guys too.
What-
We just
what
want
is-
an
I'm
introduction
not even.
from
What
you.
do
We
you
just
want from
you
me?
to say who you are. We just want
You're
you to
saying
say
that I'm
something
just
about
supposed to do an
yourself
intro.
and what
Wait,
you're doing on FanStrike.
you're not talking about a. Okay, you don't want a voiceover.
No, we
Oh.
made that perfectly clear before we even started.
So you just want me to say what I'm doing in
That
the
is what
production?
your brothers asked me to get from you.
No, my brother that
I'm not talking
dropped
about
out.
him. He's not the one I've
Levi's
been
taking
dealing
his
with.
place. No, this was mine in the first
This
place.
has nothing to do with Levi.
I started
All
this.
we need from you.
I started this
all
in
we
late
need from you-
1989.
no,
Don't tell me that.
Fine, do it your own way.
Okay. Thanks for clarifying that for me. My name's Rob Royce. I am the founder of FanStrike. Began in 1989, like 30 years ago, right? And these guys weren't even born. You got to understand that they weren't even born in 1989. I was born in 1980, and I was already doing this sort of thing. and of course not professionally, and I didn't call it FanStrike or whatever. But I was doing this in 1989, right? But yeah, that's when it started. So, and these brothers of mine, they've been kind of doing their thing. I've been doing my thing. And they decided that they should have this guy named Levi take my brother's place, Isaiah's place. You know, Isaiah was going to do it, but now it's Levi, I guess. So anyway, I'm Rob Royce. I am the founder of this whole thing. These guys wouldn't have any idea how to do any of this stuff if it wasn't for me. And I'm happy to. What are we even doing? Who are these? What is this for? Can't you just? I don't know. Why can't anybody tell me what's going on? Yes, I lied. So, anyway, I'm Rob Royce, and welcome to FanStrike. I still don't know who Levi is.
Keep in mind, you're my brother. I'll always love you. But I hate you more than anything. That is related to my blood.
I'm gonna burn you, boy. You ain't gonna enjoy it.
You wanna know how much I hate tea? It's just really runs down the throat.
Get back inside.
No, you're Uncle Jack. I hated my father.
Too bad. Did the best I could. Considering my complexion.